Hey, how's it going, everybody? As you can see, I am not in my Tesla Model Y. I'm actually driving around in a Model 3. This is the Long Range Plus, which is nice, but there's a reason behind this. There's a reason behind I'm in a 3 and not a Y. I had to bring in my car, my Model Y, for service again. Got this pretty funky warning, so we're going to go into all that and then talk about the difference between the Model 3 and the Model Y from my experience. So you guys are watching the Tall Tesla Guy. So like I said, driving around in our Model Y the other day, we actually noticed that we got a warning on the car that said front trunk latch sensor fault. Front trunk latch sensor fault. Try saying that 5 times fast. But what was happening is that the front, when we opened it, it wasn't letting us close it. You know, trying not to dent the trunk or anything like that, or the front or anything like that, but it just wasn't, wasn't shutting down. It wasn't letting us do it. So you would close it, and then it would still say that it was open. It obviously wasn't working right, and then it got to the point where we just didn't use the front because I was afraid it wasn't going to be able to close. And then, of course, it won't let you drive with the front open, so it would kind of shut us down. So I scheduled an appointment. I scheduled a service visit. It took them 2 weeks to get us in there because they ordered some parts. They weren't in, all that sort of stuff. And then when they finally, which was okay. It wasn't a emergency in my mind. I just couldn't use the frunk, but they scheduled the appointment, and I was ready to go, and then I got a message saying that they were waiting for some parts, so I waited another week. I mean, it was okay, like I said, because we didn't need to use the frunk. However, I mean, I would have been a little nervous if there was something wrong with the car, or if we hadn't been able to, get it in there or something like that. But like I said, it was okay in this case. Wasn't a big issue. It wasn't something that we needed to do right away or jump on or anything like that. But nonetheless, we finally got in there, and it was a seamless. It's still touch-free service, all that sort of stuff. I pulled out front. I walked inside. They gave me, I told them who I was, what I was doing. They said that it's going to be there 3 or 4 hours. Asked me if I wanted a loaner car. I said sure. And then they gave me this beautiful Model 3 Long Range Plus. So, 4 or 5 hours while it's in there, and they're fixing my front trunk latch sensor fault. They're fixing that. I'm going to be driving around in this Model 3. But it's a great opportunity to talk about the difference, right? Talk about the difference between the two vehicles, because, in reality, they share about 75–80% of the same parts. It's just the drive is a little bit different. I'm a little bit lower to the ground. I certainly have, the leg room when I have the seats back where I have them right now. Now, normally we have a baby seat back there, but baby's at daycare today, so I don't have that in this vehicle. So I have the seat back further, which is a little bit nice. It's kind of nice. I can stretch out a little bit. I will notice, though, I did notice right off the bat, though, that these seats are lower than the Model Y. So now, even if we share the same exact seat, the Model Y is actually, the seats are actually on a bracket that raises it. It's a little bit higher. It's almost like sitting in a chair versus, sitting in like a bucket seat in like a sports car or something like that. So I'm down to the bucket seats. It does make it a little bit different of a ride. Like I've talked about a couple of times, our friends have a Model 3, and their Model 3 is they have the standard range, I believe, but he's 6'8", so he's even taller than me. Now, I'm 6'5", as you guys know, but he's a little bit taller than me, and he fits fine in it. He fits fine in his Model 3, and I think it's because of the bucket seats. Now, he hasn't been in my Model Y yet because of COVID stuff and all that kind of thing, but when he does get in there, I'm sure he's going to have no issue. I'm sure he's going to fit in there fine. I have quite a few of my viewers that talk about being taller than I am, and they fit in it great. So, the comfort in it is pretty good. It's interesting. We got these white seats. I think they look beautiful. It's actually black. The color on the outside of the car is black. I love the contrast between the black exterior and the white interior seats. I think it gives it a real classy, like, upscale-ish kind of look, and I like the finishes of the white as well. Now, we opted for the black, but I like the contrast between the midnight silver metallic, which is our Model Y, and the black seats on the inside. I think the gray to the black looks good. I think the black to the white looks good. I think the white to the black looks good. You know, it's all a preference thing, but when you're just looking at it like this, I think it looks nice. I think it's got a nice feel to it. Now, unfortunately, the car is locked in chill mode. You're gonna find that if you ever do bring your car in for service, or if you ever have a Tesla loaner car or something like that, they always lock it into chill mode.
They don't want you racing around town in a, you know, ridiculous performance, fast, hot roddy kind of car.
I guess, even though our Model Y is never in chill mode, but nonetheless, it also conserves the battery a little bit and all that kind of stuff too. So, you know, just, you know, shoulder room seems pretty good. A little bit later on today, I'm going to drive around with my wife. We're going to see how much space we have and everything like that too, but I imagine it's going to be great. Now, this is a 2020. It's got about 10,000 miles on it. I've still got the rubberized scroll wheel, so it's not the newest update or anything like that. I imagine I still have the older headlights. It doesn't look like it has a charging pad, but they might have taken that out of there, I'm not sure. So, you know, this could be existing inventory to get rid of them or something like that. You know, other than that, I mean, it's a really comfortable vehicle. You know, coming from a Model Y to this, I know that I don't have the back space. I know that the trunk doesn't open up as big, that sort of thing. But the seats, they're all comfortable. They look as spacious. It's the same width inside. I have the same compartments and cubbies that I do in my Model Y. I like the roof. It's got this, I don't know if they call it a B-pillar or something, this cross beam. Of course, I have the complete panoramic roof in our Model Y, so this has this, but I don't mind it. You know, it gives that the dome light to the back. They can enjoy that. I do like that it go from here all the way back is actually all open. Now, you can't access the trunk from, you know, the top like you could in a Model S, but you have a window that goes all the way back, which is nice. It's nice to be able to see that and you know, kind of access it, or at least to be able to look at. So if you were sitting in the back, it would give you that feel that you're in that you know, glass roof type of situation, sort of like what we have in our Model Y. So that part of it's really nice. The range on this is pretty close to what we have in our Y, because this is the long range plus. So it gets about, I know the new one gets about 350 miles. So, you know, call it around 320, which is about what we get in our Model Y. So that part of it's nice. You know, it's really interesting though, the advantages that I like between, you know, all of the Teslas. Now, I haven't been in the X and the S yet, but is that you get into the vehicle and that learning curve that you get in the very beginning where you're trying to figure out where everything is and all that sort of stuff, every one of them are the same, except for the Model S and X having a, you know, front-facing or the bifurcated screen, the heads-up dash right underneath the steering wheel. Other than that, the infotainment system is the same, the seat settings are the same, the mirrors, everything like that. So once you are familiar with any of them, you're familiar with all of them. So it's really nice to be able to just jump in and go. I know when you rent a car sometimes, and you know, maybe you drive a Volkswagen, then you jump in a Toyota, you jump in a Ford, and you have to relearn some of the settings and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of nice that everything is the same in it, and you know, kind of moving forward like that. So I mean, like I said, it's a really comfortable ride, even for somebody at 6'5". I fit in it great, and I'll show you guys just how my legs are. Now, you guys saw my legs in the other one. Now, I do tend to bring my leg up. You kind of see it right there. I tend to bring it up like this and drive, at least in our Model Y. I probably wouldn't here. This is a lot closer to, you know, I have a Volkswagen Passat, so it's a lot closer to a standard sedan that I have. So I would normally drive my legs like this. And you can kind of see here, I mean, I've got plenty of room underneath the steering wheel. I could probably even raise it up a little bit higher. I'm not hitting it or anything like that, which is nice. I can get in and out of the car easily, which is also nice. I don't have to worry about it. Now, they do actually have a setting in the car that you can turn on called Easy Entry. If you had your seat way up by the front or something like that, or my wife is a lot shorter than I am, if, you know, she was closer to the steering wheel, I don't have to worry about jumping in the car after her, or having somebody else jump in the car after her and having to, you know, fight around the steering wheel to sit into the seat or anything like that. So that part's really nice. The functionality and the features are really nice. Everything within the infotainment screen is the same. I'll show you guys that really quick too. I mean, you guys have seen it before. You know, it's got all the same stuff. As you can see, it's in chill mode, but you know, it's got all the same stuff that the Model Y has. This is the updated software, which is nice too. So you can kind of see all that kind of thing on there, and all the, like I said, all the settings are the same. So You know, this is the first experience with a Model Y. We are actually going to take it to the store a little bit later on. Now, we take our Model Y to the store all the time. And you know, when you go to the store, you know, you end up at Target or something like that. For some reason, Target tells us what we need to buy when we get there, and we end up with a lot more than we came in with. I'm not sure how that happens. But nonetheless, it'll be a great opportunity to test out the space in the vehicle to see what kind of storage and what kind of space we can fit in the back, or what kind of stuff we can fit in the back. So, I mean, you made it this far in the video, think about hitting that like button, think about subscribing, put in videos at least once a week, and we talk about everything that's exciting in the world. So, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and stay safe out there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, the horn's pretty cool too.